Ever had your TSA-approved snacks somehow go missing during airport screening? Or perhaps you've discarded expensive food into the bin simply because you weren't certain of the regulations. If this is the case, you're not alone. TSA's food regulations seem to be a complicated web of do's and don'ts regulations that even seasoned travelers misconstrue. But here's the catch. There are insider secrets that allow you to fly through security with your favorite food still intact. In this video, I'll provide you with a complete guide to TSA's carry-on and checked bag food regulations, the specifics airlines never take the time to inform you about. At the end of it, you'll understand exactly what foods you can bring in your carry-on or checked bag, the surprising exceptions to the infamous 3-1-1 rule, how to steer clear of expensive blunders and wasteful food waste. Whether you're preparing a home-prepared sandwich or questioning whether your beloved dip will withstand the checkpoint, this guide will save you from trouble, keep you financially savvy, and ease your travels a great deal. The luggage factor, the rule that revolutionizes everything. Before we dissect the food list, there's one critical factor that the majority of travelers altogether forget. It is your choice of pack carry-on or checked bag decides what you can take and in what amount. Here's the quick rundown. A carry-on bag is small enough to fit in the overhead bin and remains with you on the flight. A checked bag is put into the plane's cargo hold and only becomes available when you arrive. This is important because carry-ons undergo much tighter security screenings. Why? Because you can access them during flight. That's why the TSA has the 3-1-1 rule. All liquids, gels, creams, aerosols, and pastes in your carry-on have to be in containers of 3.4 ounces, 100 milliliter or smaller, all contained in one quart-sized clear bag. One bag per passenger. Here's the shocker. Many foods you'd never dream of are technically liquids by TSA standards, and there are exceptions that you can use to your advantage. Secret number 1. TSA-approved foods. You can pack without a care. Let's begin on a positive note. There is a whole group of snacks and foods that you can pack on a plane, whether in your carry-on luggage or checked luggage, with no restrictions whatsoever. No small bottles, no special containers, nothing. Here's the list of the all-clear. Solid snacks, bread, cookies, crackers, and even solid candy. Yes, gummy bears are included. Protein-rich picks, cooked meats, solid cheese, and drumroll please, fresh eggs. Breakfast staples, dry cereal, and solid chocolate. Coffee and tea aficionados' dream. Coffee beans, ground coffee, dry tea leaves, and even an empty thermos. Travel-friendly comfort foods, sandwiches, pies, cakes, and pizza. Healthy choices, dried fruits, nuts, and protein powders. Spice and pet stuff, salt, dry spice, and solid pet food, dry and wet. If you're abiding by these, you'll make it through security with a wave and a smile. But don't get too cocky, because some normal foods may not be as TSA compliant as you assume. Secret number 2. Liquid foods that may catch you off guard. Here's where it gets sticky. Some innocuous-looking food gets picked up by TSA as liquids, and that means carry-on baggage rules come into play. In your checked bag? No worries. In your carry-on? That's where it gets tricky. The spreads, peanut butter, hummus, creamy cheeses. Yes, peanut butter is technically a liquid. The sweet stuff, honey, jam, jelly, maple syrup, and ice cream. Condiments, salad dressings, oils, vinegars, gravy, salsa, and sauces. Drinks, juice, soda, bottled water. The surprise? Yogurt, soup, and moist pet food. But the solution is this. If you can squash these into 3.4 ounce, 100 milliliter, or smaller containers, and carefully store them in your quart-size liquids bag, you're fine. Great for travel-sized test amounts. Pro tip: skip the overpriced bottled water after security. Bring an empty bottle through, then refill it at a fountain or filtered water station. Most modern airports have them now. Secret number 3. The alcohol rules nobody talks about. Alcohol has its own playbook, and it's more specific than you might think. High-proof spirits, 24%, 70% alcohol, limited to 5 liters, 1.3 gallons, per passenger in checked bags in unopened retail packaging. Low-proof beverages, less than 24% alcohol, no amount restriction in checked bags. Small bottles, permitted in your carry-on if they will fit in your quart-sized liquids bag. Absolute no-go. Any liquor greater than 70% alcohol, 140 proof, is prohibited in all bags. This is gold to know if you're bringing back wine or local liquor from your travels. But booze isn't the only special case you'll want to consider. Secret number 4. The gray area foods that catch everyone off guard. Certain foods appear solid but will still raise alarms on security. Canned food, officially permitted in carry-on, but they tend to warrant additional screening and can be a time waster or even confiscated. More efficient to put them in your checked bag. Fresh produce, permitted in both sizes of bags except if it's in liquid gel form. However, if you are traveling from Hawaii, Puerto Rico, or the U.S. Virgin Islands to the mainland U.S., fresh fruits and veggies are mostly prohibited because of agricultural regulations. Frozen foods, fresh meat, seafood, and other frozen foods are okay in both sizes of bags, but wait for it. The ice packs you pack them with have rules too. Secret number 5. The ice pack loophole. If you're transporting perishable food, you need to take special note of this one. TSA regulations for ice packs are somewhat draconian. They have to be frozen as hard as a rock when you go through security. If they're even remotely slushy or liquid has accumulated at the bottom of the package, they'll be tossed. But here's the not-so-well-known exception. If the ice pack is for cold medication purposes, it can be partially frozen. Just inform the TSA officer, and he'll scan it separately. Another clever alternative? Dry ice. You can bring as much as 5 pounds to freeze things, but it has to be vented, marked, and packaged correctly. Secret number 6. The lobster exception. This may be the most surprising TSA food regulation of all. You can transport a live lobster through security. Yes, seriously. It has to be in a clear, spill-proof container, and TSA agents will screen it at the checkpoint. The twist? Although TSA permits it, your airline may not so be sure to check ahead of time before arriving at the gate with your clawed travel companion. Secret number 7. The baby food bonus rule. Parents, this is for you. Formula, breast milk, juice, and water for infants are fully exempt from the 3-1-1 rule. That is, you can carry more than 3.4 ounces in your carry-on, no small bottles necessary. Here's a tip that most people don't do. You don't even need to be flying with your child to carry formula or breast milk. It's a lifesaver for parents who pump when they travel for work. Just keep in mind, remove these items from your bag at security so they can be screened separately. The final truth: TSA has the last word. Despite all of these insider secrets, here's the ultimate reality check. TSA officers have the final say over what passes through security. If they deem something suspicious or dangerous, they can take it away from you even if it is technically permitted. So if in doubt, pack it in your hold baggage or take it at home. Now that you know the true rules for taking food past TSA checkpoints, the same tips experienced travelers use to save money, prevent food waste, and get through security stress-free. Have TSA ever confiscated something you were sure was okay? And what's your favorite in-flight snack that passes the test every time? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear them. If these tips helped you, tap the like button and subscribe for more travel hacks the industry hopes you'll never find out about. Safe travels, and remember, the best travel companion is knowledge.